Welcome to the newest installment of the Purple Podcast. I have on my good friend Michael Pincumbe. Michael, it's good to have you on again.
Good to be back. How are you?
Um, I'm doing pretty good. It seems like you've been pretty busy in the sort of music blog scene. Three big interviews. First, the most recent, like in order, being Abbreviation Alley, that group, Animist, and then today you had just dropped a new one. I don't know how to pronounce his last name. Nick.
Um, I don't either. Now that you mention it, I don't either. It's like in Nigby or something.
Yeah. From the Bronx. Those were really good. Those were definitely really interesting reads,
Thank you.
especially the Abbreviation Alley one. I think just seeing, because I'm friends with Bars on Twitter and that, but just seeing like the all the stuff that he's really doing like behind the scenes, like with this group, it's honestly really cool and exciting to
hmm
see.
I like it too. I really interest me to see people meet on social media platforms and kind of form these groups and these collectives and put out music that they like and support each other, even though they don't really know each other like in person. They haven't really met each other. They really form relationships through social media. That's very cool to me.
And when exactly did you meet Bars? Because that's always been something I've been interested in.
I got added to a Twitter chat sometime late last year, and I met him then. And he has a song with Rico Nasty, who I adore.
Mm-hmm.
She's one of my favorites. And I was really surprised by that because you don't hear about like underground artists having songs with like more established acts. But when I asked how that came about, it was really simple. Like you just hit up their management or like some producers or someone and they just send back a verse and it's done. So that was
Mm-hmm.
really cool to see. And then from that, I listened to some of his songs that he has in his first project, and he's extremely talented and he's a really cool person. So I've just been following him and his collective since then.
And then did it take like a long, like, I don't know, because it's hard to know, like, with artists, like, was it pretty easy for you to gain like his trust and then like get into his sort of circle to be able to
Yeah, he's
do?
really nice. He's a really nice guy. I like him a lot. What was I gonna say? So I met him through Twitter,
Mm-hmm.
and we kind of formed through there, and then had that collective started, and then it was his idea to do a Q&A, and then I sent the questions, and he kind of helped facilitate it because there was, I don't know, like 12 to 15 people that I interviewed.
Mm-hmm.
So I asked just general questions, and then people answered, what they wanted to. And then I kind of went through and see who had the more detailed answers and whatnot, and added that to the overall interview.
Mm-hmm.
So everyone answered what they could, but I tried to pick at least 2 to 5 people per question.
Mm-hmm. No, yeah,
And
it was
yeah,
really interesting. Just to hear like the different, like, how wide that group is. Like they have fashion, podcasts, music. It's honestly, it's really cool.
right. And it's kind of new because you don't really see, like, there's collectives and whatnot, and then there's like groups, but it's usually all like music.
Mm-hmm.
I know like Brockhampton formed through, I think it was what I think it was com. I don't even know. But they formed online, but they're all artists. They don't really have, they're not like a collective of like, fashion people and like podcast hosts and stuff like that. So I thought that was really new,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and
really cool to see.
that's like the one cool thing about, like, especially Twitter is you can just meet these people on like a digital platform, get like really close to them, and then sort of both grow in your own fields together.
hmm
And then like just like when I saw that you did that whole article, I was like, wow. I was like, just seeing like the collaboration between you two, that was really cool to see.
So it was a fun one to do. Yeah, for sure.
Hmm. And then it seems like, in my opinion, you have mastered, for at least Twitter wise, like interacting with your fans or like audience on like social media.
For sure. I
How
think so. Thank you, though.
Yeah,
Thanks.
because it's how often, like, if you're someone like starting out and like blogging, podcasting, stuff like that, how often like do you think would be like a good amount each day to like be putting out content on these different platforms? Or how
I don't
frequently?
know. So before you like get into putting out content, make sure that your writing abilities are as good as they can be. Like AP style, like editing, grammar. There's nothing more embarrassing than when you put an article out and you see a spelling error. And then you have to go
Mm-hmm.
back and re-edit and like republish it, or you show someone and they point it out like, oh, this word's spelled wrong, or oh, this comma's in misplaced. So, my advice would be, if you do anything, make sure that you edit, the hell out of it before you worry about, how often you put
Mm-hmm.
content out.
And like, cause I mean, it seems like you have a pretty good routine. Like, you're putting out articles usually I think it's like every 5 days now. It seems like you sort of
Um, I
five
usually
to
do it
seven.
during my off days when I'm not working, but
Mm-hmm.
yeah, that's kind of how it's been flowing so far.
And then with like Twitter interactions and stuff like that, it seems like you have really like especially on like Twitter and that, like people are constantly searching for like different people to like follow, and if you're constantly putting out like stuff that'll like engage your audience, it seems like that's
Right.
like because how often do you think, like, because it seems like you're putting a lot of like song recommendations on, how often do you think, like, do you think that
Um,
what you're doing is like a good number, or even would you even like to be doing even more?
I would like to do more for sure. I'd like to do it at bigger outlets also, but in time.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but yeah, I made a little playlist of artists that I see through Twitter that I like, because some people don't really like support underground. Like there's underground and then there's underground.
Mm-hmm.
Like you have 100 followers on Twitter and like 3 people listen to your music,
Yeah.
and so I like to listen to those people because some of them are very talented, and I want it's cool to see other people achieve what they want to do.
Mm-hmm. And how are you able to find like these underground people, like especially for like your interviews and that, like where do you go to like find these artists to like reach out to them?
Most of them have been through Twitter interactions, like other people retweeting, and it costs $0 to retweet people's stuff. So anytime you can, it's good to just retweet and share people's content on Twitter or Facebook or Instagram and really get that
Mm-hmm.
engagement for them if you really do like them and really support them.
Yeah, no, it just seems like you, especially, I think, have you ever thought about doing like a podcast yourself, like a music podcast?
Um, I haven't. I mean, I've like considered the idea, but not like seriously because I don't really have the time and I don't really know the like how to do it.
Mm-hmm.
It's like natural, like, just talking stuff, but I'd want to co-host and I'd also want, to know what I'm doing.
Yeah,
I don't
that's
really have
true.
the equipment or like the knowledge to really, put something out like that.
Are there any other projects that people should know about that you're working on besides on Medium?
I want to make my own website just to like a lot of other journalists have their own portfolios and websites, and I really want to do that just to have it there. But as of right now, no. I have a couple interviews that I want to do within the next couple weeks, but other than that, I'm not. Maybe though.
Mm-hmm. Um, do you have any like last time we had done the little segment of artists to recommend? Do you have any people that you're listening to right now that you think, especially like underground, that people would be interested in?
I have a whole playlist. It's called Great New Artist. It's on my Twitter. There's a bunch of people on there. Bars is on there. Um, Little Sand, his name's Jay. He's extremely talented. Like, he's so good. I like his music a lot. He has an
Mm-hmm.
EP coming out soon. He said sometime this month. Um, I would support him too. But yeah, for sure, that
Okay.
playlist. If anyone wants to listen to it, for sure, go ahead.
Yeah, I can link that down in the descriptions.
Hmm.
Um Also, I know you're a big Beyonce fan. Her newest movie, Black is
I
King.
I meant to watch it today. I haven't watched it yet.
I was Yeah, because I
I've heard
haven't.
it's really detailed, really good. I want to
Mm-hmm.
watch it. I don't have Disney Plus anymore.
Oh, you don't? Okay.
No, I canceled it. Um, so I have to log back onto my sister's account or something. I said I would watch it yesterday and I didn't. But yeah, I'm gonna watch it. Before we talk again, I'll watch it.
Yeah, because I saw all this stuff on like social, and I was like, if Michael 100% like he 100% has seen this by now, and
Yeah,
I'm
I
I'm a
honestly
little I'm a
haven't.
little disappointed.
Yeah.
You're letting down the group. Bars honestly should be ashamed
Yeah.
because
Shit.
well, this was another good catch up, Michael.
Okay.
It's good to
Thank you.
Yeah, is there so I'll link your stuff, your blog down in the description.
Okay.
That Spotify and then like your Twitter and anything.
Sure. Thank you.
Yeah, are there any other like last thoughts you want to like leave for anybody or
Um, no, I'm good.
All right. This was another good episode and we shall see you guys next time.